There were a time where there was no debate if a DC film was successful or not, at least in box office terms. At one point, DC was on a roll. 4 $100 million openings in a row, something that Marvel Studios has yet to accomplish despite being around for 12 years. And not to mention an average of $300 million domestically and $800 million worldwide. That's right, baby. DC was on a roll at one point in time. But now, DC has found themselves in a very particular environment, right? They cannot seem to make money at the box office. And the fans also have turned their backs on DC. There's a reason why no DC film, despite that of the Batman, has managed to earn over $260 million worldwide. Because at this point, that is all of the fan base that is left, right? One point in time, things was easy for DC. These nowadays, they're absolutely difficult. That's right, baby. And David Zaslav is starting to see that for himself. Now, what we're going to do today here is we're going to see exactly what David Zaslav has to say about DC's latest failure in Joker Folie à Deux. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly why nothing will change moving forward regarding DC, Warner Brothers, and everything underneath their umbrella. But first, do your boy one major favor. Please hit that subscribe button. And if y'all gonna hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell because YouTube absolutely sucks and notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out with that algorithm, baby. Now let's get into today's news. Oh, you know what? Before I get into this, I know right now some geek is typing in the comment section, "You're wrong about DC. You're such a hater. You're not a DC fan." Man, stop. Stop. People need to understand this. You can't continue to run interference for that of disappointment. Sorry. I'm sorry. Just understand, what I'm doing here today is I'm giving you the real, despite your inability to accept it. Now let's move on. This article comes from IGN.com. It is titled, "Warner Brothers Discovery CEO Calls Joker Folie à Deux Disappointing." That's right. Inconsistency was the word of the day during the Warner Brothers Discovery earnings. CEO David Zaslav acknowledged that the company's film business has been hit or miss lately, with Joker Folie à Deux particularly being disappointing. Now look, he acknowledged it himself, right? Hit or miss. However, he should also keep it 100. You've been more miss than you have been hit. Let's keep it real, baby. All right. Quote, "Inconsistency also remains an issue at our motion picture studio, as reinforced recently by the disappointing results of Joker 2. Unquote. He said during the earnings call. Zaslav did not give further details, but we can expect to hear more about exactly how disappointing those results were on the company's next earnings call, which will include that impact. So as of right now, we don't know how much money Joker Folie à Deux actually is losing for that of Warner Brothers Discovery. Zaslav remarks relate back to Warner Brothers' issues with film inconsistency over the last year. Dune 2 and Godzilla x Kong were hits earlier this year, but Furiosa, a Mad Max story, bombed at the box office. The Watchers was critically panned, and films like Beetlejuice, and Twisters did well enough, but couldn't match the success of Barbie at the same time last year. Taken as a whole, Warner Brothers film slate has been a bit all over the place. So what they're saying right now is Barbie brought more profit than all of those films that I just named, right? And if Dune 2, which I absolutely love, right? Don't take what I'm about to say here as a negative against that of Dune 2. Love Dune 2, enjoy Godzilla x Kong. But what they're saying here is the bombs of Mad Max, or Furiosa Mad Max story, and Joker Folie à Deux is eating up the profit from that of Beetlejuice, Dune 2, Godzilla X Kong, and The Watchers and Twisters. Didn't I say that earlier this year? Didn't I tell you that? So I told you before, nothing but facts comes out of this mouth. A lot of this stuff is common sense, man. All you have to do is pull out a calculator, right? And you say, okay, Warner Brothers spent this much, that much, this much, they made that much, and this is how much the studio would take back in, right? And then they have a flop. Everything that they took back in has to go back out now. Common sense. Unfortunately, people out there don't have it, right? A lot of people lack common sense, especially when the answers are right in front of you. At one point, they said that Joker Folie à Deux was going to make $1 billion. And here it is, it only will earn just under a quarter of that amount. That is a shame, ladies and gentlemen. And it's quite hilarious because a lot of people, they like to talk about the DC Universe, you know, having the $100 million openings in a row, and then Joker coming in there and don't open to $100 million and makes $1 billion. They like to poke fun at that, right? Never mind that it was all DC. You know what I'm saying? Everything that these films made in profit went to the same company. But now we're sitting in a situation where they can't even make a damn profit. Can't. Every time they release a DC film, except that of the Batman, I will continue to acknowledge that. They are losing money. The Flash, Blue Beetle, Joker Folie à Deux, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, the Suicide Squad, you knew I was going to say it. They cannot seem to turn a corner here. All right. Where do I want to continue? This it. Do they have what I need out of this now? Okay. Warner Brothers Discovery reported Q3 revenue of $9.6 billion. Down 3% year over year. So it continues to do this. Yeah, you're going to say, man, that's just 3%. But that stuff adds up eventually. Like, think about it like this. If they lose 3% of revenue for the next 10 years, right? How much of their revenue would it be down? 33%. That ain't enough money. Let's go. Its theatrical revenue was down 40%. Year over year, due to lower box office performances of Beetlejuice, and Twisters compared to Barbie last year. Once again, we continue to talk about Barbie. We won't see the financial impact of Joker 2 reflected in the results until next earnings, as it launched in the current quarter of October. We have also reported on Warner Brothers Discovery's substantial underperformance game business. So the gaming business is also losing money as well. And Warner Brothers plans to turn it around, and its streaming business is doing better. It added 7.2 million subscribers in the third quarter. Come on, man, you ain't fooling nobody. That was because you combined your streaming platform with another streaming platform. That's it. Now, let me tell you exactly why nothing is going to change here. Because before Joker Folie à Deux was released, David Zaslav called it a masterpiece. Didn't he? Go look it up. It's right there online. He said that Joker Folie à Deux was a masterpiece. James Gunn said that he gave them notes, right? That goes to tell you that nothing is going to change. His inability, right, to look at the Joker film and see it for what it was and not understand that it was something that you were supposed to write off like you did that of the Batgirl. And I have every reason to believe that Batgirl would be better than that of Flash, Blue Beetle, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and that of Joker Folie à Deux. So you should have looked at the situation and said, no, we cannot put that out in theaters. But yet you did it anyway. That is why nothing is going to change. Yeah, a lot of people are very hype about that of James Gunn's DC universe, but you have to understand this. DC is not in a good place at this very moment. Even though Joker Folie à Deux failed miserably, right? It should have did a lot better. It should be making more than $300 million. Matter of fact, I don't even think it's $300 million. Well, let me see here. I think it then fell off the map too. I think it fell right off the map. Joker Folie à Deux. It's at $204 million worldwide. That is all what the DC fan base has to muster up. A $37 million opening weekend. $146 million overseas. Like I said before, at one point in time, DC was on the roll. And here it is. They cannot seem to grasp your attention. So with that being said, nothing is going to change regarding that of DC or Warner Brothers, Harry Potter. Nothing's going to change. The company will continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. And guess what? We're going to be the ones who have to suffer through it all. Now, for some added bonus coverage here, we have some news regarding that of Matt Reeves' Batman universe, and it is implying that we're going to be getting more spin-offs. This is from Screen Rant, the Batman spin-off series, reportedly in development for Barry Corkins. I think that's how you say his last name, Joker. So, I guess they feel like the Penguin is so successful, they're going to just go ahead on and greenlight another Batman villain TV show. I swear to you, I'm over this right now. The Penguin started off great, in my opinion. Those first 3 episodes was absolutely phenomenal. The acting in it was great, and it's still great. But story-wise, I am kind of lost here. I'm like, man, where is Batman? I don't want all these characters without Batman. I'm sorry. And I know many people are going to say, dude, you don't need Batman in stories like this. But if he's not in stories like this, that means he must suck at Batman. Right? Because from my understanding, crooks do their crime and Batman shows up. You're telling me Batman has time to stop a jewelry thief, but he cannot stop this mob, right? He can't get on these guys. He did it in the Batman, but he can't do it in the Penguin. I'm sorry. The Penguin started off great, but the lack of Batman, I have lost interest in it. And I feel like because of that, I'm not going to be happy about another Batman spin-off series. I mean, come on. You can only do so much. Come on. And for some more bonus coverage, we have news about what kind of tone to look forward to regarding that of James Gunn's DC Universe. This is coming from Yahoo Entertainment, and it is titled James Gunn Says Classic DC Story. I'm sorry, you guys. Classic DC story New Frontier will have a big influence on the DCU. All right. And here it is, in quotation marks. This is what James Gunn apparently said now. I'm not certain if this 100% is accurate, but this is the news. I love New Frontier and its magical alternate history. It is a big influence on DC Studios. I hope not. I know a lot of us love the New Frontier storyline, but to me, it just feels a little bit outdated, man. Like, don't get me wrong, when that Justice League film came out, The New Frontier, years ago, I watched it and I told myself I'm never going to watch this again. The Batman is horrible. The Flash is horrible. The Superman is horrible. The Wonder Woman is horrible. The Green Lantern is horrible. The Green Arrow is horrible. Everybody, Robin, all of them are horrible. The character designs, the character development, and not to mention the timeline. Yeah, I love Justice Society, World War II, right? But I don't think that I want a DC universe to take influence from that timeline, right? We're already getting too much retro stuff, right? These nowadays, Fantastic Four will be set in a retro world, and I know Superman was announced first. Well, I ain't going to say announced first. It was in development first, but Fantastic Four was announced first. We're going to be getting Fantastic Four and Superman in the same month. I do not want the same tone, regarding those two separate franchises. I want something that's going to feel new and unique and different. And the same thing goes for Fantastic Four. I am not hyped about a period piece. I'm sorry. I'm not. So with that being said, I just hope that this whole news about James Gunn's DC Universe taking influence or pretty much following the same tone as the New Frontier, I hope that he doesn't decide to go that way. I really do hope so, because that's going to get me off board even more so, right? Right now, sitting on shore, right? I'm sitting on shore, and the boat is like right there, right? If the boat managed to be great, I may very well jump on it, right? But if it sucks, I might turn the other cheek and walk away, right? Like, not even go to DC films at the theaters anymore, right? Ain't go continue to waste my money up, right? So with that being said, I just hope not. I hope not. So I'm your boy O. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end to help you pull out that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. Trying to reach that magical number of 10,000 subscribers. So I'll be highly appreciative. You will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. If y'all gonna hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know, what do you think about Joker Folie à Deux being a disappointment? And also, do you agree with me when I say nothing is going to change regarding Warner Brothers and everything they own? And tell me, what do you guys think about James Gunn's supposedly tone for his DC universe? And also tell me what you think about the Batman spinoff starring the Joker. Always remember, laissez le bon temps rouler. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.